All right, next on the list is a star. I have right in front of me a straight piece of wire, a bent piece of wire, and a finished star. Why is that marker and paper there? I'll show you in a minute. But to make a star, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hook the end on this. We're not going to hook the second end because we don't know how long it's going to be yet. So grab with just the edge of your plier, mash it up against your finger, and turn it 90 degrees, 180 degrees. Get yourself a nice hook. Okay? So we're going to make a zigzag. Okay? Now, we have to divide this in fifths with some slack. You might be the most perfect spatial mathematician in the world and be able to look at this and say, here is exactly 1/5. I'm going to bend here. Bad idea. Because every time you bend it, you're going to take up a little bit of material. And when you take up that material, it will become shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter progressively. Because everything has mass. Nothing in this world is completely flat. So I'm going to go much shorter than I think I need. So I have tons of space over here. I'm only going to go like 1.5 inches. Yep, that's actually almost exactly 1.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that wire and I'm going to mash my finger against it, bend it completely in half. Okay? That's a little wide for me. These pliers are fat. We have thinner pliers at school. So that's nice and thin now. I'm going to take that, I'm going to do that a couple times until I have, and see how I'm just lining these up? I line them up with each other. I'm going to do that until I have 5 wires. Five pieces. Now, they're not perfectly straight, right? No one's perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a 5th one. They don't also have to be completely flat either. This can go up and down in different directions instead of just being flat. See, I had a little twist going on here, but that's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a bunch of slack. That bunch of slack, I'm going to cut, but I'm going to leave space for a finish hook. Okay? So, getting rid of that. Have that extra spot. Just going to curve this over. Oops. I want to tighten that. Okay. So there we are. Another accordion. So this zigzag, accordion, what have you, those are all the pieces you need to make a star. How does this become this? I know, you look at it and you say impossible. Well, totally possible. So, if you want to make your life easier, go ahead, draw a little star. We all know how to draw a star like that. Just a simple pentacle. Draw that star. Then, take your pieces. Say, okay, I like this point going here. I'm going to line up these ends. This point now has to go in this direction. And it's okay if there's loops, because as long as everything's going in the direction you need it to, it's going to look like a star. See how star points are already starting to form? I'm going to take this part and loop it over. Now, I have a situation on my hands where this one's substantially longer than this one. I'm not super worried about it. I can cut that. I can twist this here to get these a little more lined up. But I can hook it in place. That is technically a star. Is it the prettiest star in the world? No, but it's a star. It fulfills the criteria of the assignment. So if you hand me a star that looks like that, you're handing me an A star. Okay? To be safe, I'm going to crimp the ends on this so it doesn't come apart, because all my hard work doesn't want to go to waste. I have a second star. I'm going to show you that again, just because I know this is tricky. So, take your star that you've drawn on the table. Take your wire. Line it up. Start crossing over and just start fiddling. And it's wire, so fiddling is fine. You bend it one way, it doesn't work, you bend it the other way. Okay? I crimp these 2 hooks together. That hook is even a little tighter than I wanted it to be. Okay. I crimp these 2 hooks together. And I have another star. I know, I'm going really fast, and you're probably frustrated with me right now. But you got to experiment with it. Nothing comes to you immediately. Nothing came to me immediately. You'll get through this.